Trading Simplified. Demand items. What is demand? Alright, so demand is the term used to describe the favorability of any Roblox Limited. Demand has several lower categories: amazing, high, normal, low, and terrible. Usually when someone wants demand, they'll be referring to higher good demand items. So if someone is looking for demand, likely assume that they're only looking for good demand items because that is usually what people refer to. If many people really want an item on a daily basis, it should be considered a good demand item. If barely anyone wants an item, it should be considered a low demand item. How does demand impact an item? Demand can very much impact how well an item does. If an item has amazing high demand, it should be either selling for more than 20 times a day or at least be an item that most traders want to own. This means that this item is traded, bought, sold, and offered on many times a day. Also keep in mind that eggs and other very small cheap limiteds do sell a lot of times a day, especially if they have a lot of copies, but do not consider them good demand. Usually consider them a good demand if a lot of people want the item. An item like Classic Fedora doesn't sell that many times a day, however, it is offered on a lot. The reason why it's not sold that many times a day is because it is very fucking expensive, and you gotta pull out your daddy's credit card to afford that one. If an item has normal demand, it should either be selling for at least 5 to 10 times a day, or just be an item a solid amount of traders want to own. This means that this item is traded, bought, sold, and offered a few times a day. If an item has low or terrible demand, it either sells a few times a day, does not manage to sell once a day, or the item isn't traded that much and or offered. Usually people call these items wrap. However, wrap can be used to identify any unvalued item. Here's a few examples. An item like Classic Fedora, also known as CF, has an amazing demand. Even though it doesn't sell more than 10 times a day, this item is traded really frequently, and people also overpay to obtain the Classic Fedora. An item like Adderite Fedora with a black iron accent, it has a good demand. It manages to sell around 5 to 10 times a day, and this item is also traded quite frequently. A less popular fedora like Silver Snake Fedora has low demand. It only sells a few times a week, and considering there are other fedoras out there that people like, this item isn't very wanted. It isn't either traded that much either. Make sure to check out some other sexy trading simplified videos if you want to learn more. If you do, click on the playlist right here. Thank you very much. Have a great day.